class has a prep,
Yeah.
but Thursday class has no instructor, and my Wednesday class does nothing. Who's already making up grades.
Already?
It's like a law class, and you're not looking for
Oh, it's a law. I did a law class.
I wish I did not have to.
Oh, yeah, she is. Awesome. I think that's her name.
I plan on doing it.
That's the online class.
I also love that type of law. They have that show too.
Oh, yeah, you do have that shit.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's like there's three ones. Organized crime, SVU, and then regular law. Yeah, that's like another.
Yeah, I concur less. Even though some others, like, it's just so boring.
Organized crime. They do a bunch of like best duo. Best duo artists.
You know, the amount of people, I got like 3 or 4 people that commented on my back. Maybe so happy.
Yeah, man, it's a good.
It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
So imagine like we were waiting for the tour start, and we were at the crossroad. I was about to come up with like a nice bag, and we were like, all right, time for the tour. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a dun-dun bag.
Yeah, I know. You're probably not gonna fit all your textbooks or your laptop.
No, so far, only my online class is all textbook. Kind of hope it stays that way so I can save it. But I kind of like when classes don't have a textbook. Like, just focus on what's going on in class. And what else is there to study?
Yeah. I already need one for my organized crime. I need a book for that.
Yeah.
The others, not mentioned.
One of my syllabus, like, it went up from the law class. I just, like, wanted to. But I don't think there was an exam.
I have a CUNY first Miami so, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it was something, I think it's Pulse app.
Hello? Is this working? Yes, it is. Excellent. All right. Now, I had said internally I'd start this thing at 5:10, and I've got about 5:10, so we're going to get this ball rolling, as you can see on the screen. My name is Andrew Sidman. I'm the Interim Dean of Academic Programs. I'm also a professor of political science here, and I'm going to try to figure out how to shut the music off. How do we do that? I don't want to mess with that. What are we doing there? Is it oh, there we go.
Okay, we need your help.
Now you get to see what happens behind the scenes of this thing. All right. Much better. All right, so I'm Andrew Sidman, the Interim Dean of Academic Programs, and on behalf of President Carol Mason, on behalf of Provost Allison Pease, I welcome you to John Jay College of Criminal Justice. And for some of you, I'm sure it's a welcome back, since 1/3 of our graduate students typically have done their undergrad at John Jay. So welcome back to those of you. I want to take a minute before we start to thank a few people. I certainly want to thank our speakers tonight, whom you will meet shortly. I want to thank Alyssa Hollywood and Kayla Bassnight, who you may have seen walking around outside. They are the leaders of our student transitions team. And you saw all the John Jay students in blue shirts out there and staff. Without them, this event would not be happening this evening. They are responsible for all of the manpower tonight, all of the setup, and without them, we wouldn't have such a great graduate orientation to look forward to. We're here tonight for what is a different experience than this college has done in the more recent past. Orientations are universal for freshmen when they enter college. I'm sure all of you, when you began college, had your freshman orientation. They are fairly common for transfer students. as they transfer from one undergraduate institution to another. And we do several of those every year. They're not so common for students when they enter graduate study. The norm is for an orientation by the program that you're entering, and you'll certainly do that tonight. At the end of what is a brief program here, you will meet with the staff and the director of the programs that you're entering into. Graduate study centers around what you study in your program, and most of your time here will be spent with your fellow students in your program, with the staff, with the program director, and the faculty who teach the courses that you take. We put together this evening, however, to remind you that there is a larger community to support you in this journey. First and foremost, I'd like you to look around the room. And I mean that. Look around the room. These are your classmates, right? These are your fellow students. And everyone in this room is beginning the graduate journey just like you are this evening. And just like you, every person in this room is enrolled in a master's program that emphasizes the importance of justice. Justice is in the name of this college because it is central to our mission. Regardless of the program you're taking, you will learn about justice in its many forms. More importantly, you'll learn about injustice, and you'll gain the skills and knowledge to combat injustice wherever we see it in society. The reason for holding a college-wide graduate orientation is to impress upon you what you have in common as a community of scholars before you go off to your separate programs. It's also to let you know about the ways the college is here to support you. The orientation portal, which hopefully you had an opportunity to complete before today, includes information about student affairs, about the Wellness Center, and other supports that exist for all of our students. My office, Academic Programs, is responsible for the quality of our courses, quality of our programs, for recommending schedules, for policies that govern many aspects of academic life. For those of you taking online classes, and for those of you who are online right now because you're a student in one of our online programs, my office handles the support for students who use Brightspace, which is our learning management system. It's my office that will approve the theses that many of you will eventually write, and I am the dean who is most fortunate in that I get to preside over your hooding ceremony when you finish your programs. When I'm finished, you'll hear from Assistant Provost Sumaya Villanueva, sitting next to me. And she'll talk to you about the links between graduate education and careers and let you know how the college can support you as you journey from your degree into your eventual career and support you in your time while you're here. Professor Kathleen Collins, who's seated there in the front row off to my right, will talk to you about the countless ways the library is instrumental to your success as graduate students. And regardless of your program of study, there are hallmark characteristics of all of the master's degrees that we offer here. Advanced knowledge of theory and its applications, deeper understanding of an area of study, and development of advanced skills that are applicable to one's trade. It's this aspect, the idea of deeper study, that I'd like to focus on for a moment as I complete my remarks. Graduate school forces you to delve deeper and develop a deeper understanding, while at the same time introducing you to a greater breadth of context, a wider range of ideas, of opinions, of arguments, and the data that we use to support those. And it's this exposure that is so vital to matters of justice. Higher education has been defending its relevance for years. Even today, only 14% of people in the United States have an advanced degree. In a recent study of younger people in Generation Z, the Gallup organization found that only half plan to attend college. Half. In some cases, even before children have had an opportunity to think of what awaits them as they continue on in their life, they've already given up on the idea of a college education. This is despite the higher income and the greater life satisfaction that we know comes with a college degree. The value of deeper study and the wider exposure that you'll get as part of your master's program is a greater acceptance of the values that make society function. We have become a body politic that is governed by our political identities and emotional reactions to people and events. We have become a society that stymies debate, a society whose elites have lost the will and perhaps even the ability to argue respectfully and to try to convince others of the merits of their arguments and positions. We have simply given up, preferring to insulate ourselves from the other and comfortable in the solace of the like-minded. Graduate education changes that. What I see in this auditorium, what I see in our classrooms, and what I see in our John Jay community is the desire for better. A better society with people who value communication, for people who can see truth through clouds of opinion and misinformation, and people who can see the humanity in one another. This evening, I see people who are eager to make a more just society, and we will gladly give you the tools to do just that. At John Jay College, we say that we educate fierce advocates for justice, and I look forward to watching you live that motto. And with that, I would love to introduce you to Sumaya Villanueva. She's our Assistant Provost for Academic Engagement. Her responsibilities include our Student Academic Support Centers, the Academic Advisement Center, and the Career Learning Lab. Sumaya, all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Andrew. I also like to thank everyone who made this event possible, and I want to welcome you to John Jay College of Criminal Justice. I am here also on behalf of Dean Janice Johnson-Dias, who is our Associate Provost for the Student Academic Engagement and Retention Services area, of which I am a part of. As Andrew Sidman just pointed out, I oversee the areas of academic advising, career development, and also tutoring services here at the college. As a graduate student, of course, in your graduate programs, there are specific services that are available to you specifically through the actual program. However, as Andrew pointed out, we all are here to support your journey in becoming a graduate student and finding opportunities post-graduation. So today, even though I also, like I said, oversee the areas of advising and tutoring, I'm going to focus more specifically in our Career Learning Lab. So with that, I am going to exit here for a second and bring up a different slide deck. So in my areas, we want to partner with our graduate students to ensure that you are successful in your journey here. And for that, I'm going to, like I said, specifically think and share with you what our Career Learning Lab has to offer. Our Career Learning Lab is specifically designed to help you explore, experiment, and excel in your chosen field. We're going to do that as we collaborate also with your actual program directors. Our Career Learning Lab team includes Purnima Taylor, who is the director for the center, Catherine Crawford, who oversees a lot of our internship opportunities, Christina Simonson, who is our liaison for our external partners. So she works with all the different industries to make sure that we are constantly bringing in new partners that want to hire our students, whether for internship opportunities or for actual employment opportunities. Prem Sukam is one of our longest standing members in the area, and she works a lot with our students who are interested in government agency work. Stacia Maynard oversees all of our peer career coaches. And Jessica Laws works directly with Christina Simonson in engaging our external partners in creating opportunities for our students. Brandon Ramos is the individual who handles all of our accounts that have to do with any kind of assessment, any kind of technology. So he may be a person that you would want to be connected with. And Betsy Gonzalez is our front desk person. So what are some of the things that the Career Lab can partner with you on? So as you can see, the mission for the Career Learning Lab is to help our students and alumni collaborate and achieve their career success and tailor the professional opportunities that you're seeking. So from resumes, cover letters, how to practice your elevator pitch, networking opportunities, mentorship, doing assessments, employer-based events that we bring to the school, graduate school planning, if you decide, because even though you're in a master's degree program, believe it or not, some of you may also want to pursue a second master's degree. Anybody here who is interested in that? Maybe you want to do a law school? There's a lot of people who decide to do a master's and then say, oh, I also want to do law school. So we can also assist with that. Of course, some or many of you are already in the workforce. How many of you are employed already? Full-time. Part-time. Yeah. So we definitely can assist you in ensuring that your LinkedIn profile is as best as it can possibly be. And we can also help you prepare for interviews, of course. So some of the things and some of the tools that you can access through the Career Learning Lab include Handshake, which is the primary platform that we use in order to connect with our employers in the different industries. So any opportunities that are coming to the college, whether it's internships or full-time jobs, externships, all of those are handled through our Handshake platform. It's very user-friendly for the students, but also for our employers. VMOC is actually a new tool that we're implementing this year, and we're super excited about it because it actually is accessible to all of you, and what it will do is that you can actually have templates that are industry-based for resumes and for cover letters. Those are templates that have been curated with the assistance of our team in the Career Center, but also with experts in the different fields in order to create those basic templates. Once you begin to create your own resume using VMOC, it gives you feedback on how you can improve the quality of your resume for clarity and for maximum impact. Same is true for the cover letters. So this is an incredibly useful tool. And what it does is that the more our students use it, the more it collects information, and it's able to better tailor information for the different resumes in the different industries because it's AI driven. And the third tool that we collectively use starting this fall is EAB Navigate. That's an internal communication system for us. So when you meet with a career counselor, we are able to take information about what are your skills, what are the things that you're interested in, and we can make a notation of that. And that way, when you come back, if you come back to meet us repeatedly, we're able to have information on how to best direct you and connect you to the different opportunities that we have at the college. It's also a way for us to communicate also across other units. So if we needed to share certain information with your program directors, we might be able to do that so long as we're all connected in the same system. Now, this is a deviation from what I'm talking about in the Career Learning Lab. We also have Tutor.com. That's another tool that may be useful for you. And Tutor.com, what it does is that it provides 24/7 tutoring for students at the undergraduate level, but also in some of our graduate level courses. So currently, you see listed here all the different courses. There's 4 specific courses that we offer Tutor.com for. So what that means is that you can have access online to tutoring 24/7. It could be at 2 in the morning, it could be on a Saturday. You can have access to the tool and you can actually ask questions, get answer to your questions. If there are courses that you will be taking in the future and we don't offer it right now in Tutor.com, all we need, honestly, to add it is for you to speak directly with the faculty in your department. We need a syllabus. If we have the syllabus, we can facilitate that and we can add more courses to Tutor.com to support our graduate students. And I also want to share that as part of the support that we offer all of our students, there's some excellent events that are going to be coming up this semester that you are all invited to. So first and foremost, as part of our Weeks of Welcome, we're going to have a 90s style block party. Yay! Who doesn't like a 90s block party? So you can wear your 90s outfit And it's going to be during community hour. So I don't know if you know that the college has what is called community hour. That's every day, Monday through Friday, from 1:30 to 3 o'clock, essentially. So during that time, there are no classes. So it's an excellent time to mingle about the college, meet people, partake in different activities. So if you happen to be here and not at your job, because again, many of you work full-time or part-time, but if you happen to be here, please join us. It's gonna be super fun. We also are hosting our Career Con. So it's going to be from September 30th to Wednesday, October 2nd, from 11 to 6 and 11 to 2 on the Wednesday. And this is going to be a multi-day career experience where you're going to be able to meet with some of our external partners who are hiring, right, for internship opportunities, for actual work opportunities. You'll be able to partake in panel discussions with experts from different fields. And so you're all invited to participate in any and all of the events during CareerCon. And also, we will have a graduate fair on Thursday, November 14th. And again, this is important because even though you are currently in a graduate program, some of you may actually be considering additional opportunities. So if that is the case, then there's an opportunity to just explore, ask questions, meet people, right? So if you're interested in law school, like I said, or some other program, because many people do more than one master's degree, so here's an opportunity to explore what's out there. So if you need to connect with our Career Learning Lab, they're located in this floor in L72. So that's on the opposite hallway from admissions. And you can always call or email us. This slide deck will be shared with all of you. So I'm not gonna you don't need to worry, but you can also take a photo of the screen if you want it. And all I can say is welcome to John Jay. Again, you're part of a larger ecosystem that is here to support you. So don't be a stranger. Come see us, and definitely welcome to John Jay. And I'm gonna pass the mic to my colleague, Kathleen.
Thank you, Sumaya. It is now also my pleasure to introduce Kathleen Collins, professor in the Lloyd Seeley Library, a scholar of media and pop culture, and also our graduate studies librarian.
I got a little bit distracted during Sumaya's presentation because I was trying to think of what I would wear to a 90s block party. So I might, and I can't think of anything, so I might crash your party and see what you all come up with. I probably still have some of those clothes in my closet. My name is Kathleen Collins. Thank you so much, Andrew, for introducing me. I am one of a few librarians at the Lloyd Seeley Library, and on behalf of all of them, I am so pleased to join my colleagues here to welcome you very warmly to this community, and for those third of you who supposedly may already know about the Lloyd Seeley Library, welcome back. I do know that there are people who exist and make it through their college career and don't engage that much with the library. I know that happens. So I don't want it to happen to you, graduate students. It is an absolutely essential part of your education, and we are part of your support team. So take advantage of the resources that we have. Visit us virtually, visit us in person, whatever you need to do to take advantage. And if there's anything that you need help with, we are here to help you with that. So let me just navigate to the library homepage. It is, if you can't see that URL on the screen, it's lib.jjay.cuny.edu. Thank you. I think that perusing our website, if you're not familiar with it already, is a very good place to start. It's hopefully designed in a way that you can kind of figure stuff out, and it's intuitive enough to say, oh, I need help with this, I'll look there. But it can also be overwhelming. So I will point out a couple of things. It's a you'll still learn things for your whole career here about what the library has. But to get you started, I would direct you to a particular page on this website that's designed specifically for graduate students. And you might need to write down how to remember this route because there's 2 steps to get there. You want to go to the research support. So think research. I'm definitely going to be doing research at the library as a graduate student. And then navigate down to the bottom of the list where it says more student resources. On this list, there is a graduate student resources link. And these are just some of the things that we think you will need both at the very beginning of your career here and throughout if you are in one of the programs where you will be expected to produce a thesis, for example. There's information about that on here. But the very first page is really just a general welcome, giving you some basic information about where in the world to start your research. What is the library all about? We've got books, we've got journals, we've got streaming videos, we've got all kinds of things. We have group study rooms for you and your peers to meet in and work on projects together. We have quiet study space, we have less quiet study space. We're located, if you don't know where it is, if you were to exit this door and turn right and keep walking till you can't walk anymore, you'll be inside the library. So the entrance is actually in the old building, the T building, the 10th Avenue building, but it's very close to here. It's on the same level that we're on. We are closed right now because we're still in summer hours, but you'll see that our hours increase as soon as the semester opens. So, take a look, peruse the website. Do not hesitate to reach out to us. No question is unwelcome. Whenever you walk into the library and up to the 2nd floor, there's the reference desk. Whenever the library is open, there will be 1 or 2 librarians sitting there, and we're waiting to help you with your research question, with your assignments, finding books on a particular topic, how to navigate a database. Much of this information you will also be able to help DIY, help yourself by going to the tutorials that we have online, the research guides. For those of you who are John Jay graduates or already familiar with the CUNY system, you might recognize what we call as OneSearch, which is smack in the middle of the library page, because it's really the best place to start. It's a place where you can, in a Google-like behavior, search what the library has in terms of books, articles, videos, theses, dissertations, everything. But you'll find if you go to the How Do I rectangle up there, all kinds of video tutorials or kind of one-page quick tutorials, just how to do the basic things. Even if you've been doing it, you can always learn a more effective way to search, and you might learn about a whole new set of databases given the program that you're in, what journals are the most sought after in your field, for example. You've got a whole bunch of new areas that you might be exploring, even if you've been using this website before. So as a graduate student, you also have access to what's called interlibrary loan, and that is in case you're looking for a book or an article that John Jay College Library does not have. You will be able to look for it or submit a request for us to look for it in libraries all over the world. So you should be able to get your eyeballs or hands on whatever you need. And if you can't, please don't give up, throw your hands up, and feel defeated. We're here to help you. We can help you by having you visit us in person at the reference desk, or you can go to the help menu and see that we have chat service available usually whenever the library is open. We have a telephone, which people don't really use anymore, but we have one and we answer it. Email, if you email us at this email address, we get back to you pretty quickly. So even if it's the middle of the night and you're working on your paper and we're not working in the library, send us your question and we'll probably get back to you within hours the next day. So there's all kinds of ways to reach us and all kinds of ways that you can kind of figure out how to help yourself by poking around the website. I think I might have a minute or two left. I would like to know if you have any specific questions. Yes?
If you're registered with the accessibility office, you talked about quiet rooms.
Yes.
I'm, transferring from a bachelor's to a master's.
Mm-hmm.
I find that the student body is not very accommodating when it comes to those issues.
Yes.
And the accessibility office doesn't seem to be very useful when it comes to things like noise. You're saying that the library does work with that?
Well, we certainly try to help with all accessibility issues, and we do have many different computer stations and software programs to work with different abilities. As for the quiet space, what we could do is our group study rooms, which if anyone's interested, you would go to the Reserve a Study Room block and follow the instructions on the form. They are technically reserved for groups. However, in any particular situation, if you need that space for quiet, it shouldn't prevent you from signing up for one. They are reserved for blocks of class periods. So I think the limit is 2 class periods in a row. So you could try something like that, certainly. If you have any difficulty with anything that the library is offering, that's a reason to reach out to us and let us know exactly what you need. And we will work with you.
That was a concern of mine because it doesn't seem like the accessibility office is very accessible.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that, but I know that we can, yeah.
When you say quiet rooms, I don't see a lot of consideration in the student body here when it comes to that. Noise seems to be.
Noise is definitely a problem, and we try to control it in the library. Yeah, but that's one way you can,
Student, areas on the second floor.
right.
Next to like 20 classrooms where
Well, the library should be quiet, and I hope you will try to take advantage of it. Yes. Yes, I know. We have an online bookstore, yeah. Well, the bookstore's online. It's just an online bookstore. But the bookstore sometimes, the library is involved in that way because sometimes your professor might assign a book, go buy it at the bookstore, but it isn't available yet, the ordering process, there was a glitch or something. Check the library to see if we have the book. You would just look for the title in OneSearch and see if we have it. Very often professors put a copy of the required texts on reserve. And you can look it up. You have to get the call number to find out where it is. If it's on reserve, you still need the call number, but you go to an actual staff person at the desk and say, here's the call number, may I have this book? And it's like a 3-hour loan that you use in the library until you're waiting for that book to show up in the bookstore or to find an inexpensive copy somewhere else. Yeah. Did I see other hands up? Please cut me off, Andrew, because I could go all night. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. That's right. Only if it's on reserve. There are books that are on reserve, and they have the limited in-library use only. But otherwise, any book that you look up in OneSearch, find the call number, go and find it in the stacks. You know, we have 2 floors of stacks of books that are circulating, meaning you can check them out. You check them out, and then you can take it anywhere. You can take it to class. You can take it home. We have very generous loan periods. So you kind of don't really have to worry about it. You could probably use it for almost the entire semester. So get on it and look up those titles of the books that are on your syllabus. Get there before everyone else gets. Okay, well, welcome. I look forward to seeing you again in the library and perhaps online too, and good luck, everybody.
So that is just about it for the main portion of tonight's program. I will send you off with your graduate programs momentarily. But just as a set of concluding remarks, again, this is an event about showing you what you have in common with everyone else here. You will spend at least the next 2 years, again, as students in a program. And while we build community within our graduate programs, it can also feel isolating at times because we tend not to have a lot of interaction with those outside of our programs. When I do this for freshmen, when I do this for transfer students, I give them homework, as a good professor would. I'm not going to give you homework. I'm just going to ask you to try something. If you have the time to do it, see what's available to you here. We have a lot of spaces where students get together. We have clubs, there are sporting events. There are a lot of things available to you as students of John Jay College. Very often, and rightly so, you will identify yourself as a graduate student, as you certainly are, and you have earned the ability to identify yourself that way. But first and foremost, you are students of this college, and you are entitled to all of the benefits that every student of this college get. And I encourage you all to take advantage of them. With that, I once again welcome you to John Jay College, and I'm going to ask that the graduate directors and staff come up so that we can get everyone situated with their programs. Again, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. Students who are pursuing a Master's of Criminal Justice, you get to hang out in this room. So my criminal justice folks will stay here. Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity. Do we have anyone here from there? All right. Shweta here? No? Oh, there's Shweta walking around here. Excellent. If you are pursuing your Master's in Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity, you will follow Dr. Jane to room 161. Master's in Economics, you will follow Dr. Seda to room 165. And by the way, if anyone needs a room assignments. All right. See, now I just lost it. If you are pursuing a Master's in Emergency Management, you will go to room 167 with Dr. Velotti. Forensic Psychology and Forensic Mental Health Counseling, you will go downstairs to L284. You will follow Dr. Tuller.
That's the whole room.
Yes, that is pretty much the entire room. Clearly, psychology, one of our least popular programs at the college. And I'm making a note to save you all for last next time I do this. Those of you pursuing a Master's of Human Rights, you will follow Dr. Kang to room 175. Masters of International Crime and Justice, you'll go down to L2, so that's one floor down, L285. You'll follow Dr. Barbara and Dr. Arskova. You're very welcome. Masters of Public Administration, both our PPA and IO programs. You will go right next door to L61. Masters of Security Management. You follow Dr. Pickman to room 177. Somehow I skipped over Forensic Science. Becky here. there any students pursuing a Master's of Forensic Science? Come this way. What's that? Becky was supposed to be here.